BpsRps, we're live. Twitter, YouTube, 62921. Welcome, welcome. Kyle Schwarber is on fire. He hit another home run tonight off Rich Hill. So I don't know if that should count. Nah, Rich Hill's having a good year. He's a good pitcher. He's an inspiration for all 40 plus year olds to continue playing the game you love until somebody tells you that it's time to stop playing. So Rich Hill hasn't been told that yet. So God bless him. Brendan McKay. We all know about Brendan McKay. He's a good prospect for the Tampa Bay Rays. I like the name Devil Rays. But Brandon McKay making his season debut in Single A, which is good. You know, he was hurt. He was a top prospect. He was a hitter pitcher in the mold of, I don't know if he's going to be as good as Hotani, but he was a top prospect home. So we're glad to see him back. Spencer Howard, continuing the Phillies tradition of yo-yoing prospects, bullpen, rotation, double A, single A, triple A, major league, single A, Gulf Coast League, Florida Complex League, independent ball, triple A. So it's good to see they're still yo-yoing Spencer Howard ruining his career. What's up, Mike? Phillies like to do that. Look what they did with Scott Kingery. You know, they can't keep him in a set position. They turn him into a utility man. They turn Nick Maytone into a pitcher. I'm very close to giving up my allegiance. I think I want to give up my allegiance to the Phillies pretty soon and pledge my allegiance to General Zod, and quite possibly continue with Oakland like I've been since '86. Winter Ball Venezuelan League. They got these kids playing. You know, I'm not surprised that they don't send Alec Boehm to the Venezuelan League next year, in this winter, to become a left-handed pitcher. That's just what the Phillies do, and it's sad. It's sad what they do to their prospects. It's embarrassing. Somebody should pay for this. There's going to be a day of reckoning. Assholes. Sorry for cursing. Today in baseball, our boy Joe DiMaggio singled to tie George Sisler's AL consecutive game hit streak of 41. In the second part of the doubleheader, he had a single, which brought his record to 42 games. It's funny, Mini Bips is reading a book today. It's called AIM. And one of the things the father said was Joe DiMaggio's streak. It was at 41 games. So, wow, we're reading. Dude, this is crazy. He's reading a book that happened today back in 1941. It said the setting's July 41. This is crazy. The father said Joe DiMaggio's streak could end like that. Well, like I told Mini Bips, I said that guy's a wet blanket, like Adrian. The guy's negative because it lasted 15 more games. So up his ass. Sorry for cursing. Willie Stargell, Big Pops. He hit his 400th career home run today in 1977. Our hero, Pete Rose, he played in his 33,309th Major League game, which surpassed Carl Yastrzemski as the all-time leader. He played for Montreal in 1984. And Dave Stewart and Fernando Valenzuela, both threw no-hitters today in 1990. Pretty awesome. Dave Stewart, a former Phillies pitcher who was horrible with the Phillies. He had to escape the bad atmosphere here. He went back in, I think he was in the Philly system from 84 to 86. Even those years they were bad at development pitching. He escaped this horrible organization, and he became a Cy Young Award winner, 20-game winner, no-hitter. Valenzuela was also a Philly, mid-90s, was it? And he threw a no-hitter once he escaped the treachery of this organization. So we just got Wax Funk era today. We got Victory 2003. It's not quite 86. We're real funk. Let's go. Oh, these are playing card pieces. These are pretty cool. Here's Ryan Klesko and the Padres. He was a good Brave Padre for some time. Wow, back-to-back Braves. Chipper Jones rocking the old school BS Superstation uniform. Larry Jones, Obi, this is your boy, and another one of your boys, John Smoltz, who saved like 100 games and won 100 games. Ah, here's one of my favorite players of all time, Ichiro. He's sort of like Madonna. He doesn't need a last name. He transcended the game where he didn't even need a last name, this guy. It's amazing. Solid hits. Jason Gambini. Giambini. Yo, you guys want to hear a funny story? So my wife works with this lady whose husband we used to hang out with. I used to hang out with him, I don't know, early 90s, right? So this weekend he's watching Saturday Night Fever. And the part of the movie when they get on the table at White Castle and start barking like a dog comes on. He turns to his wife and says, Bips used to do that. She went, no, no way. He went, yeah, ask his wife. So my wife calls me today. She goes, my coworker told me about White Castle. It's like, oh yeah, bomb diggity. She goes, like in the movie Saturday Night Fever, I was like, oh yeah, Louis probably told her. Yeah, I did that. She's like, what did you do? I said, I danced and barked on the table just like they did in the movie. She was like, oh my God, she's rolling. She goes, I don't remember that part in the movie. I said, well, you got to watch the movie. I said, I truly lived that lifestyle. It was really Tony Manero back when I was like 16, 17 years old. I could dance and bark like a dog on a White Castle table like nobody else. But it's funny how the past catches up to you 25 years later in a good way. So I was very excited when I heard that story. Like the myth and the legend is true. Speaking of myths and legends, Barry Bonds, my man Rob won. We know you're probably excited. This and the Manually last night's going to cost you. Will cost you a lot. And then here's the rule card, information play card, which is always a good thing to get in a pack. Good pack. It's an awesome pack. Atlantic Collector's Edition. Anybody see the Sopranos prequel trailer? I only watched 1 or 2 episodes of Sopranos, but this trailer looks like it could be enjoyable. Oh, this might be a good pack. I can't get it open. What do you think, Jeff? I think you were a Sopranos fan. It is a good pack. How you doing, Andre? Here, Johnny Kruk. You could be working with Johnny. Johnny Kruk. It's like Atlanta night. There's Tommy Glavine. Obi, this is all you. You got 2/3 of their Hall of Fame rotation right here. Ryan Sandberg. Looks good, huh? Looks pretty good. I think I saw Ray Liotta's name at the end of it. Kirby Puckett and Frank Thomas. This is a great pack too. It's definitely resealed. Big Hurt and I don't know. Kirby Puckett was. I don't know what his nickname was. That was a great pack. Yo, anybody know what's up with our Cubs correspondent, Grateful? Grateful Obi? Maybe remind me. I don't know. Are you okay? Frankie's yours, Mike. Ray Liotta was the boss. All right, that'd be cool. Going with the Goodfellas theme. For those on Twitter, we're talking about The Sopranos. We think Ray Liotta may be the boss when Tony or Antonio Soprano, as they call it, the teacher called him, was young. Speaking of young, Fleer XL 93 to 94 minor league baseball cards. I bet Google wants to have a little talk with Fleer about their copyright infringement. The goal here is at least 2 players. It's a jizz pack. Minor leagues futures games. The roster is going to be announced tomorrow. One player already named was Jason Dominguez, the Yankees' 18-year-old wonder prospect. John Burkett. No. The hell is this? John Burke. Never heard of John. They need two T's at the end. Then I heard of John Burkett. I never heard of John Burke. Sounds like a Bob Dylan song. Jim Bowie. Bowie. He was the dude taken before Michael Jordan, and I think the '84 draft by Portland. They thought they were okay at guard with Clyde Drexler, who was a great player, but they took Jim Bowie, who was like always hurt and trade. No, wait, that was Sam. That was Sam. That was his father. This is his son, Jim. They were both jobbers. Terrell Wade. It's like a basketball theme. This is Dwayne Wade's father. Terrell Wade. Doran Bowles. Pretty cool logo. Look at that logo. It's a bull inside of a D. Scott Talanda. Jimmy. No, Scott Talanda. He was a jobber. Shannon Stewart was not a jobber. Shannon Stewart had some good years. He was a leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays and I think the Twins too. It's a great picture of him. He was very happy to be playing ball. I'm proud of him. Felix Colon. So I'd rather have Bartolo, my twin. Felix is not my twin, but Bartolo is. A Brave. Wade was a Brave. Durham Bulls were the Braves minor league system, right? If I'm not mistaken. All right, well, Terrell Wade is yours. We're hanging in there, Jim. What's your feelings on, as our movie correspondent, what's your feelings on the Sopranos trailer? Marty Cordova. I think he was Rookie of the Year, or he was second one year. He had a good rookie year for the Twins. James Baldwin, he started one year like 8-0 or something for the White Sox. He had a monster half year. Michael Brown, jobber. Lyle Moten. I heard of Lyle Moten before. Yeah, I think the consensus is the Sopranos trailer looked good. Brooks Keischneck. He's an outfielder. I know the name. I know he was like a prospect of one. I think he turned to pitching. Jason Giambi again. This is nice. It's him in Oakland. Before he was that's a really nice card. Carl liked the trailer. Yeah, we all liked it, it seems like. The school part, there was the part of the school saying he's yeah, basically they said he's a leader, but he's not too smart, I think. Yeah. Brian Hunter, All-Star. And Brian Rekar, Jabbar. That wasn't a bad pack. No, we haven't gotten two doubles in a row lately, but we will. That wasn't a bad pack at all. The Giambi put us over the top. Let's go to 94 Fleer. This is a green foil. Hunter was a Brave. That's right. I'm a prime example of someone bored at school. My idea of having fun in school was interrupting the teachers. So I was bored of their teaching. And I don't know if I'm a leader, but it's true. It's school's boring for some kids. I'm sure he'll make it kind of realistic, right? You would think. Maybe they won't touch on any kind of issues like that. Okay. That's an interesting point, Jim. Lazy writing. It's an interesting point. But to see what kind of context it's in, of course. I didn't see the Newark riot. I didn't know that was the Newark riots. Interesting to see how they portray all this. Didn't they say somebody Multisanti wasn't a, if I'm saying the name right, wasn't a Multisanti in the regular Sopranos. Dan Peltier, Ron Karkovice, and Mike Fielder. Prince's brother, the third brother, Prince Cecil, and Mike. Mike was bad. Fast Eddie Guidardo. The dude's dad, all right. It was a closer. He was the closer that when the Twins eliminated the A's in Moneyball. Good point, Jimmy. Stan Belinda, another closer for the Royals. He was a Pirates closer. Omar Vizquel, he was a hell of a fielder, they say. I don't know. I never watched him field. We got Mo Vaughn again. We always seem to get. We got Mo Vaughn the other night too, but the other night he went by the name of Maurice. Now he's going by Mo. This is a badass car. This is Tony Gwynn looking like he's tripping. This is like some LSD shit. Sorry for cursing. Look at Tony Gwynn. Probably just got done with I'm not going to say his or her name, but that's a pretty cool car. It's a badass car. Maybe it's an insert. Maybe get some Jeffries. Mitch Webster, Jeff King. Not much there. Another Brave. Javier Lopez. It's Braves night. That's the Provision from '94. Good call. And to thank you for that, you got Javier Lopez. We got like almost every Brave ever created tonight. Eric Anthony. We were all going to retire on this. Not this card. This wasn't his rookie. But he was supposed to be good. He had a lot of power. Blaze, Blas, Minor. It's not Mike Minor. And I think somebody mentioned we'd rather have Blas or Blaze Major because this guy was a jobber. And then Tim Tuffle, a Tuffle Shuffle, but he's on the Padres, and Jay Bell, another Pirate. It was a rough. No, it was a pretty good pack. That's Javier's rookie card. Oh boy. Oh yeah, nice. Remember when he had a good career. And what's this? We got Upper Dick 95, Series 1. Each card is holographically enhanced. Look for special inserts. Upper Deck, I don't know, 100SS collection. Willie Mays Baseball Heroes cards, collector holograms. I thought that too, Jim. It's a good point. Good through the mail pack, Carl. Yeah. It looked like his face on the kid. But I think I saw Gandolfini's last name on the credits too. I mean, I only watched it once, but it'd be interesting if they got like his son to play him as a young kid. Oh, it is his son. Sort of like what they did with the NWA documentary. They got O'Shea Jackson Jr. to play O'Shea Jackson, who was Ice Cube. It's a jizz pack. That's true. All the players were enhanced. So maybe we'll get some needles in these cards. Oh, you hear that? All right, let's see. They're still stuck together. So it's going to be a mess. Well, thankfully, it's Cal Ripken. Not like it was a good player. He's thinking to himself, how else am I going to be selfish? Rod Brewer. I'd rather have Rod Belding. If you'll remember him, he was the cool brother. He just wanted to take those kids whitewater rafting. That's all he wanted to do. But then he met the stewardess. Her name was Inga. And he screwed the kids out of whitewater rafting. But then Rich Belding came through in the clutch. Ice Cube Jr. I only saw him in that one movie. So he played really well. Chris Hoyles. He was good for like 20, 25 home runs a couple years. Donovan Osborne, he was a good pitcher for the Cardinals 1 or 2 years. Bill Spires, he was a jobber. Casey Candell. This is a great picture. It looks like he's going to catch the ball too. Casey Candell. This looks like it should be a Stadium Club card. Ooh, I bent them in half. That's what they get. That's what they get for now. They're not going to stick together. Infidels. Darryl Boston on the Mets. It's not on the Red Sox. It's on the Mets. Love seeing those kind of things. Jeff, you called it. Casey Candell. We got 2 of them. Same pack. 3 cards right back to back. Look at this. Look at this slot. That'll never happen if it's an 89 upper deck to get 2 Griffeys back to back. It's always a Casey Candell or it's an Jose Offerman. I don't know who she is. Jose Offerman, E5 or E6. He just made a lot of errors. Royce Clayton, Giant shortstop. Here you go. Mike Moore, still pitching for the Phillies. Probably be better than most of their other people in the bullpen. And that's not a compliment to him. It's a knock on the bullpen. Chuck McElroy. He was a former Philly, Mariner, Cub. Robbie Thompson talking to his glove. Pretty interesting. And then, Javi Lopez again. This is a star rookie card. And Mike Trombley, who was not a star by any means. Javi Lopez. It's a little dinged up on the bottom. That's just because of the jizz. We couldn't do anything about that. The bum with cool glasses. Who was the bum with cool glasses? Thompson? I can't tell if he had glasses on there, if that's who you're talking about. That wasn't a bad pack. Trivia. I forgot about the trivia. O'Neill Cruz, Bowman, something. Oh, Chuck McElroy. Oh, yeah. He was horrible, wasn't he? Oh, horrible. Junior Severino. Sounds like a good fellow. I mean, a Sopranos character. Instead of Junior, we'll call him Junior Severino. And Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller. Come, Bobby! And then all these. The trivia question tonight, I don't have a question. So, I got a question. Pete Rose played in his 3,309th Major League game today, breaking the all-time record of Carl Yastrzemski. Don't type the answer, retweet it. Whose record did Pete Rose break to play the most games in Major League Baseball? Don't type the answer. You got to retweet it here. So that's all I got for tonight, fellas. It's good night. We got some good cards. We got the double piece that we always have so that was really cool. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Got some nice Tony Gwynn's, Ichiro. So that's all I got, fellas. Thank you all for joining. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a good night.